What's up? What's the deal? What's going on? Some of these things shared up real quick. Mhm. Hmm. Yes, sir. Let me get over here to X real quick to my profile, and let's pin this. Um, Slide over here. I know everybody probably still asleep, bro, but it is what it is. Ed, what up? What's going on? Did it pop? Did I put it up there? What? I'm trying to find this post. I guess I did. Is it posted? Yes, it's posted. Okay, there you go. Yes, sir, Ed. You already know. Do you know I was on the grill with probably 30 seconds to go, uh, getting ready to straight bet uh, four home run players from the Cubs, and I ran out of time. I had to, I had to put the tongs down, wipe my hands off. With a couple seconds, I couldn't even get this shit in. That shit was crazy. Didn't even look to my phone. Didn't even look to my phone until about, man. When I looked at my when I looked at my phone, because I was on the grill, man. When I looked at my phone, it was a bunch of bombs. That motherfuckers that hit a bunch of bombs. I was like, oh my god. Hit the hits runs on RBIs and shit like that though, but man, that shit. I needed one hit from Burleson or Donovan. One of them hit a bomb too, but one, to hit a decent parlay. But man, mm, mm. Yesterday was wild as hell. It was going on, man. It's just, man. You miss some money. Don't worry about it, man. As long as you ain't lose no money, right? Weather. Um, Tampa Bay Rays, Minnesota. I'll start by saying that I think this game plays, but I do reserve the right to increase the risk based on radar models of pre-games. Look like the worst of the weather clears through the first pitch, so my current best guess is a late start and play. We'll circle back pregame and see how things look. Warm, humid winds blowing out to center at 10 miles an hour. Solid hitting weather. Weather. He got. He said, "My boy, he got the mic. Once breathe three home run. Yeah, hey, that motherfucker. I do. I really like Bush, man. I really like Bush. He's starting to make. He remind me of a young. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say. I was gonna say a young Schwarber, but we'll see what's gonna happen. He hits that motherfucker hard though. More than likely, and you get good numbers on Bush, man. Shit, still sitting at 1.5 yesterday, man. His runs and RBIs. I think I took him at 2 and 3. Um, Chicago, St. Louis, 90-degree temps and winds blowing out in Wrigley nearly 15 miles an hour. That's bomb weather. So this shit crazy. Again, man, my Chicago Cubs in that spot again. St. Louis in that spot again. New York Mets, Yankees at New York Mets, winds out to left at 10 miles an hour. Detroit at Cleveland, a raindrop or two pregame, maybe, but the game is fine. Hot temps around 90. Chicago White Sox at Colorado. I might not touch on that game because you know what it is. It's cores. You put up runs and cores. So it is what it is. Maybe a straight shower. Probably not. Okay. So there we are with that situation. Hmm. What else will I? Oh, I put some prompts up for Jackson, but I didn't look at it, so I saved it. I saved the prompt so I can look at it with you guys, right? So let's take a look and see what we got, right? So I've just typed in a few prompts. I typed in 3 prompts. I'm adding strikeouts to the list, right? But I definitely look at my own strikeouts. I don't even know if I'll bet any strikeouts today, but there was a few spots that can go one way. It can also go other. Seiya Suzuki. I asked them to give me their top home run plays for today. They gave me Seiya Suzuki, Cody Bellinger, Randy Rosarina, Josh Lowe, Shohei Ohtani, C.J. Abrams. We was on C.J. Abrams the other day, plus 500. George Springer was on his home run yesterday. He didn't get there. Hit his hits, runs, and RBIs, though. Xander Bogaerts, interesting play there. Mickey Moniak was on him yesterday. Did not go. Did not go. Will Smith, he cashed yesterday. Cashed it, right? I put a little bit on a late home run for him last night. Don't matter who he hit it off of. He hit one. Um, I told them give me their top MLB bets today. They gave me Cubs -1, Toronto Blue Jays -1.5, Houston Astros money line plus money versus the Dodgers. Nationals team total over 2.5 at first 5. Yes, sir. Love that. Love to see it. Love to see it. Right. I like that game to go over. So I might slide in there with a 2.5, depending on what the juice look like. A 2.5, over. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, Seattle -1 versus Pittsburgh, under 8.5 totals in the Yankees and Mets. Over a hit parlay piece for Cody Bellinger. Over 17.5 pitching outs for Framber Valdez. I can see it. Adele, a hit. I thought I looked at him earlier. I thought I seen a bomb. So we'll see. Over hit runs and RBIs for Corey Seager. He's yes, sir. Right. Whatever this number is, I'd imagine it'll be a parlay piece, but it is what it is. Then I said, give me your top strikeout bets for today. They gave me Framber Valdez over 4.5 Ks, Ranger Suarez over 5.5 Ks, Patrick Corbin over 3.5 strikeouts, Logan Webb over 6.5 strikeouts, Jack Kakanowicz over 2.5 strikeouts, Luis Severino over 4.5 strikeouts, Michael Walker over 4.5 strikeouts. What the hell? Castillo over 5.5 strikeouts. Chad Patrick under 5.5 strikeouts. Max Scherzer under 6.5 strikeouts. So I just started doing the strikeouts thing, asking, but it is what it is. Take what you like, leave what you don't. Definitely use my code. You can use Jackson for free. You get X amount of prompts for a month. Use my code Dee Bets DEEBETS 25, all caps, to get 25% off your purchase. If you don't, hey, start yourself a free account, man. It is what it is. Resources. Okay. Game Day Insights is the other research tool that I use. Also, just go ahead on and use it, man. It is what it is. It is freezing down here too, so I'm fixing my cover and shit like that. So at the end of the day, let me check my couple text messages, and we ready to roll, right? I let me see what we got here. Okay, so Travis Adams, huh? Let me take a look real quick. Okay, Travis Adams. New York bench lineup out. All right, man. All right, we'll see what we can do, how far I can go, right? I ain't even gonna lie, I'm still a little tired too, bro. Straight up, man. Coming off the holiday, y'all know what it is, right? Um, so Tampa Bay, right? So we got Taj Bradley on the mound. He's pitching actually pitching better on the road. So that's one thing. Not a lot of these bats really stood out to me, Minnesota on paper. So I just probably won't be. I can't. It didn't really stood out. None of these bats pretty stood. We know who Buxton is, right? We know he has power. We know Warner. We know he has power, right? Larnett can, do a little something. Worse Lewis whenever he decides to get busy, I guess, whatever. But I just, I don't know, man. It didn't, I don't know. I do want to take a look at baby. Let me see. Let me take a look at the pitching guys for Taj Bradley. I looked at some pitching notes and I did not see any, and it's still not up. So it is what it is with that situation. I mean, and then Minnesota, they got like a bullpen ish game going on. Um, looking at looking at let me see. Looking at Travis Adams, I don't even know how long he's gonna go. He's gonna be a primary. Then I don't know how long this other kid. Long story short, I don't know. Really, I can't really. I can't put nothing together right now. Mentally, we got over the 10 here. Go for what you know. Right, that's all I can say. The St. Louis, the Chicago Cubs here. Um, We got an over under 11. Wind blowing out. Y'all know they expect it to go down here. Another situation with, we got a primary coming in Jordan Wicks. So we're gonna have somebody else open it up for about an inning or two, maybe. Pomeranz been okay. So it's hard for me to track bats with when you don't know how long these pitchers. This is another Minnesota situation, so it's hard for me to track bats when I don't know how long the pitcher is going to be out there. But we do have 11 total here. Okay, so I was able to look at the Chicago Cubs bats. One thing I'll say about St. Louis bats is they don't strike out much. Okay, they don't strike out much. Cubs team total sitting at 5.5. That's crazy. I need to take another look and see what these teams total. Both teams might be at 5.5, maybe. Let's see. Cubs at 5.5. Cardinals at 4.5. Okay, so Cardinals could be looking for a little get back here. The Cubs just seen Matthew Liberatore, and it didn't go super good, right? It didn't go well. Okay, so we could take a look at the Cubs bats. I'm not gonna stack up the St. Louis bats against a few against a bullpen game, but just know that the lefties gonna have to be in play. Donovan and Burleson gonna have to be in play because I know what they can do, and then the rest of the guys. I mean, I don't know. Now, a lot of things did not look as sexy as I wanted them to be, but you got to take pictures. And in this case, you got to take weather in concern because uh, this is one of the most weather impacted ballparks, Wrigley Field. So, um, looking at we'll be looking at the Cubs. We'll be looking at Liberatore. Now the bats versus the pitch mix, it just didn't it didn't I couldn't spell all these runs, right? But like I said, the weather impact this game. Now lefties, they definitely were the ones that I didn't really have a lot of interest in. But flipping it over to the righties here to tell you what I seen, show you what I liked. and what I seen, what I liked, I will pull up the pitch mix for Libertor, and I'll slap that. So I ain't gonna even. So that fastball, he's giving up 8 extra base hits and 4 home runs off that. Now I could take a quick look at that fastball. It's definitely 2 or 3 bats I really like. I like. I ain't gonna say I really like. You know what though? I'm gonna just put the full pitch mix in here. I'm not gonna save some time. So Suzuki over the course of the season here, Suzuki 8 bombs, 24% K rate. He'll sit down. The barrel rate is pretty good. Everything looks good. Uh, K rate is. And then you got Horner. Now Horner don't strike out. Okay. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down to you right now because we got 11 total, and I'm changing how I'm looking at this one here. And this timeline, we're getting ready to walk down this timeline. So, uh, Horner, he don't strike out. So, he could be pesky, right? All game long because he don't strike out. Now, he's a threat to score. In those regards too. But what I don't like is the walk. The walks, he ain't even walking. But that was over the course of the season. Now, last 8 weeks, Suzuki barrel still up, and then um, Horner's not striking out, and then here comes Swanson. Now he's starting to green up a little bit. Now Swanson's barrels went up, but his K percentage is up. Suzuki and Hap, but so that's that. I can fit the home switch last 2 months, and then Swanson 6 for 15 at home. The K percentage is there, but he's starting to look a little bit good at home. So say a Suzuki at home, barrels up. You know what I'm saying? His K percentage come down a little bit versus pitch mix. So at home, whatever, right? Take the home switch down. We're going back to the last 4 days, 4 weeks here, and Swanson in general batting 455. Now, as of late, Swanson's starting to look good now. Nico Horner still not striking out much. And then says Suzuki 2 bombs. The power numbers are still there. Him and Hap K percentage is up, but looking at say Suzuki 50 fly ball. Swanson 50 fly ball, 10 for 22, 2 extra base hits, 3 whatever. Right? I can hit the home switch right there. And at home, the last month, smaller sample size. Both of those bombs in the last month came at home. So, you might want to keep an eye out on Swanson there. He did go home. He did hit a bomb late yesterday or in the mid game, whatever the case may be, but he hit one. And then Nico Horner. Last 2 weeks, Nico Horner strikeouts are down. His strikeouts been down all season long, but he does have 2 bombs, right? Danby Swanson 1 bomb. I don't know if it was that one that came yesterday. Really don't care, but it is what it is. He's batting 500 last 2 weeks versus pitch mix. Last 7 days here, um, uh, Swanson 6 or 4. So a lot of that damage came in the last 7 days, and that's what you want to see. So down to the last 7 days, Suzuki 1 for 7, but we know it doesn't take nothing but one swing of the bat for him. And then Swanson, he's 4 for 6 in the last 7 days, so he's kind of warm, right, with a bomb. Swanson, let me see something. Was it that? Yeah, it had to be that bomb from yesterday. So I don't even gotta look at it. So it is what it is with that situation. As far as the Cubs lefties here, you're gonna have to take them for who they are, right? If you want to take them, right? He's throwing his slider 40% of the time. I could key in on that slider real quick. I must have had something messed up when I looked at it early. Slider, right? Okay, no, I didn't. I didn't have nothing messed up. So, Pico Armstrong. It doesn't, right? So, whatever, right? I'll throw the rest of the pictures up there. And Kyle Tucker 22 for 72. Him and Pete Crow got 4 bombs, but not off that slider. He's throwing 40% of the time, right? What's his name? Libertor. Just put the Matthews up there. I put MAT. Who the hell is this, man? Douglas Glizzy? What's the fuck? Wizzy? Bro, get your ass out of here. Um, hmm. Delete that shit, man. Who fat? Alright, man. I'm gonna catch that motherfucker. I should went in there and see if I can block his ass. Hmm. Alright, well, so Libertor, yeah, he just faced the Cubs team. I could have showed you over there too. He just faced this Cubs team, and Cubs didn't hit him like that, right? So they did get 6 hits, 2 earned runs, but they ain't put up no bombs or nothing on him like that. I don't know really what the situation. He did go 7, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is there. Um, but yeah, moving down the timeline here. The last month, Pete Crow and Tucker's got 1 bomb. Michael Bush is 1 for 4. 3 of 20 for Tucker. So like, if you really seen this, good morning, Andy. How you doing? If you would have seen this, and you probably would have been like, man, I don't want to bet on these guys. You know what I'm saying? So 7 days, just what I'm saying, don't look so good. And then they got a 5.5 total, right? So just kick. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out today, right? Because like I said, this Cubs ballpark is one of the one of the most wind impacted ballparks in the league, and we'll see if it holds true to that. Okay, so it is with that situation. The lefties, if you want to bet them, you can bet them. I mean, it is what it is. And then you know, uh, versus this bullpen, this Cubs bullpen, or whatever case may be, they got going on today. I still don't mind Burleson and Donovan. I mean, yeah, Donovan. Those guys can hit. I probably would. I don't know though, man. I probably would looking at them at. I probably would look at them for hits or whatever case maybe. I don't know, man. Whatever. I just don't look at them like that when they have bullpen games and stuff like that, right? So this Angels game, we got Jack Kokonowicz and Toronto Blue Jays here, right? So I think we're going right back to the well with. So let me tell you, we're going right back to the well with. I want to see if their lineup is out. I'm waiting on their lineup, right? Toronto. So Kokonowicz, let's get him up here. Let's get these guys up here. He's pitching his worst versus lefties for sure. So he's giving up 13 bombs to lefties, right? Uh, Everything is up from there. I mean, it's not looking good. Okay, so at the end of the day, let's get Toronto up there. Let's get Jack Kiwanis up there, and he's throwing the sinker 50% of the time. 8 extra base hits and 6 bombs, right? So we can take a detailed look at that sinker for these lefties. Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. Okay, so earlier when I looked at this, I must have pushed the wrong button. So it's good. It's good. It's good. That's good that I see that now because I don't think I seen this earlier. So with that being said, Addison Barger, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me see what this lineup's gonna be looking like. He's projected to hit second. Okay. Um, So lefty's gonna get a bump, right? No matter what, he's just pitching his worst to lefties, right? So 50% throwing a sinker, 8 extra base hits, 6 bombs. You got Addison Barger. He's already got 4 extra base hits on that sinker. He likes that sinker. He will strike out, but he likes that sinker, right? He really does. He likes that sinker. Now, and then that's why you want to pay attention to the lineup to see what other lefties going to be in that lineup, whether it's Jimenez, Lukes, Barger. You just want to pay attention to see, right, who's going to be in that lineup. Now, uh, and like I said, this is just that because if he's pitching his worst to lefty. So I ain't even going. I'm gonna see. Let me bring it back in a little bit. See what's going on as of late. Okay, as of late, not really seeing a lot of lefties there. So it is what it is, right? That's throwing that sinker. At least I'll throw the rest of the pitches in there right now and then just see what it looked like there. So Barger, he has no home runs on that sinker, right? But he had the rest of the pitch mix, what he's throwing, I have in there that fastball and that changeup. Now, Barger has 5 home runs on that fastball and that changeup, and then he also has 4 extra base hits on that sinker. So, what I can do here, I could take that sinker down and put that fastball and changeup in. Fastball, changeup in, and just take a look at a look at those other 2 pitches. So, if I had to guess, he probably got them 5 home runs off that fastball, straight up. Let me see. Take the changeup down. No, so he's got 3 home runs on on that fastball, 2 home runs on that changeup. So pretty much he looks good, versus all the pitches there. So I'll definitely have interest in Addison Barger. Um, ISO was there. 15 extra base hits, 5 bombs. Exit velo is okay. Barrel rate is there. Whatever the case may be, I expect for them to put up runs on them. So it is what it is, right? I'm gonna like that. Bringing it on in. Last 3 weeks. Um, Barger, 4 extra base hits and a bomb in the last 3 weeks. That's fine, right? Jimenez, 10 for 30. He's batting 333. That's fine as well. You're looking at some hits. Nathan Luke's 7 for 22. He's batting 300 there. These guys not striking out in the last 3 weeks, so that's not a good recipe for him right now, right? That's not a good look for him when they're not striking out and shit like that. So I'm and then the last 2 weeks, Jimenez is 10 for 23, batting 400. Not the greatest power in the world, no barrels or nothing like that, but still, right? So, don't sound well. Don't sound like things gonna go well for him. We'll see. So keep an eye on these guys who gonna be in the lineup, right? Barger, he's been one to show the power all season. Jimenez, and Luke's, right? Those guys are projected to be in the lineup. So we don't have that lineup out. Barger, Luke's, Jimenez, right? That's adding fuel to the fire. So at the end of the day, taking a look at the righties now. Kakana was giving up 2 bombs to righties. He's only got a 17% K rate. That would not was they man, these motherfuckers don't strike out, right? So I'm just saying. So let me plug up my computer real fast. These motherfuckers don't strike out in Toronto. So uh, it is what it is with that situation. 17% K rate. Where they at? Probably on the road. On the road. Those two bombs did come on the road. Now, uh, he's throwing he's throwing that sinker 60% of the time to righties. So he's just sinking, right? That motherfucker like to throw that sinker. And then looking at these guys here, George Springer, he's batting 425 on that sinker with one bomb. Look at the K rates on that sinker, right? Look at that shit over the course of the season. Nobody's really striking out on that sinker, okay? So that could be trouble, spell trouble. Kirk, three bombs. Vladdy is going to Vlad, right? So whatever, right? So if these guys look really good like that, you know what I'm saying? You can look at there's other ways you can skin a cat. You can look at guys for multiple hits, like two hits. You get good odds for shit like that, doubles and shit like that. You don't have to look at bombs all the time. So bringing it on in last month. They still consistent in that sinker. Still consistent in that sinker. George Springer's been on fire. He's been 500 on that sinker. Kirk is too with three bonds, whatever case may be with that. So, uh, a couple times I've been wanting Kirk in the lineup, but he ain't been in there. I don't know. I don't know if he's hurt or not, but yeah. Springer, last 2 weeks, 6 for 9 with a bomb. Boba Shed, 3 of 7, whatever case may be. You got good batters that don't strike out. Oh, this is the last 7 days. Springer's been on one versus that sinker, right? So, and like I say, he's throwing that sinker 69, 60% of the time. Okay. So I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there and just cipher through them. Boba Shed, 5 bombs for Vladdy, 9 bombs for Springer with a barrel rate of 15. And then if I hit the home switch right there on the full season, 6 of those 9 bombs. So man, I was on I was on Springer yesterday, definitely going back to the well again today until he falls off. Right? Just gonna keep on keeping on. All right, so this is at home here. I'll take that down. I'll go back to the last 4 weeks there. Springer, batting 400. Kirk, whatever case may be with that. Hit the home switch. Yeah, right. Vladdy at 400. Springer at 400. So you get the drift, right? These boys, they they look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. Last 7 days, George Springer full pitch mix, 9 hits, 3 extra base hits. All three of those extra base hits were home runs in the last 7 days. Of course, I like George Springer. Of course, he's giving it up to lefties. Of course, we got some bats, the righties over here that can hit him. It's possibility that um, Kokonowicz can have problems all game long, right? It's possible. And what we looked at, Bobachet, Vladdy, Kirk, and Springer looked good, but you can't forget about the lefties who he's terrible against when you got Barger, Lukes, and Jimenez in there. So he could be, his ass could be in for some trouble, right? So that could just lead you over here to something like maybe like a full game over, or maybe like a team total over. You know what I'm saying? When you just feel like, man, they still. You got Toronto's a 5.5 team total. The books know, right? But then you say, okay, you can say team total. You can say team total over, whatever case maybe. If you just don't know, if you think they're going to be a lot of runs put up, you can look at full game over at a 9.5. If you think the Angels can come in and put up some runs, going up against Max Scherzer, we got a 3.5 total here. The Angels will strike out. Max Scherzer, he's coming off a game where he's only pitched lately. He's only pitched 2 games. This will be his 3rd game. One thing about Max Scherzer, those last two games, he pitched 70 something and 80 something pitches. So I don't know how you're going to feel about that situation. This, he's a savvy veteran. Versus the Yankees, he went out there and got 7 Ks. His K is sitting at 6.5 right now. I don't know what I want to do with that situation. He's given up he gave up a bomb versus the Yankees. I don't know who it was, who was against, but uh, um, I tell you what I liked here. Uh, I liked so first of all, the Angels they don't run out a lot of lefties, right? And we can look at career numbers for this guy, career numbers here. Historically, over the course of his career, he's actually given up more home runs to lefties than he has righties, right? He's got 240 batting average to lefties with a 199 batting average to righties for his career. He's given up 187 home runs to lefties and 151 home runs to righties. So he's not untouchable by lefties. The thing about that is they don't run out a ton of lefties, right? So it is what it is with that situation. Historically, he's got a 25% over the course of his nothing. I ain't even gonna go with the strikeouts. I just look at the home runs. Now, what I do like here was Taylor Ward and it was Taylor Ward and Adele, right? So Max, Angels don't run out many lefties. So Max, so he's only pitched a few games. So his fastball is going to be the dominant one there. He's throwing a few other pitches right now, but it is what it is. But if he wants to be dominant with that fastball, then we'll take a look at that fastball over the course of the season. So and fastball over the course of the season for some of these guys, they got a lot of isolated power on it because they do hit for power. They hit bombs. A lot of these guys hit bombs. You know what I'm saying? I guess they've probably been manufacturing runs as of late, but they are known for hitting bombs. So Adele, 6 bombs, Trout 6 bombs, Neto 5 bombs, Ward 5 bombs. So it is what it is with that situation. The strikeouts they are there, right? They are there. They can't strike out. That's just fastballs alone, right? I could. That's just fastballs. I could bring it in the last month, whatever the case may be, right? Adele, 4 bombs on that fastball in the last month. The strikeouts are there over there, right? The strikeouts are there. Last 2 weeks, 2 bombs for Adele. Super red in the strikeouts. That's against that fastball alone. I'll throw in the full pitches again now, and then I'll rewind it back and look at the full season for this full pitch mix. Adele's got 12 bombs, 13% barrel rate. Zach Nito's got 7, 6 for Ohapi, 8 for Trout, 6 for Soler, 9 for Ward, right? Strikeouts are still there, right? Strikeouts are still there. On the road, what are they at? On the road, yeah, on the road. Seven of Ward bombs came on the road versus pitch mix. K percentage is not bad at 19%. Not that bad. Zach Nito been okay on the road over the course of the season. So it is what it is with that situation there. Adele, 5 bombs on the road, but the strikeouts are still there for the most part. Now bringing it on in. Let's just go fast forward to the last month. Joe Adele, 16 hits, 44 at bats, 7 extra base hits, 6 bombs, 18 barrel rate. The full team strikeouts are still there, right? I gotta put that in there because you never know. Even the garbage can gets a steak. Scherzer could come out here and get their ass some Ks, right? If you're thinking about strikeouts. Last 2 weeks, whatever case may be, in general, some of these guys look pretty good. So pay attention to who's in the lineup, and then you'll see what's going to happen. Last 7 days here. Uh, Taylor Ward is 5 for 11. Last 7 days, 2 extra base hits, no bombs, no barrels. 20% K rate. So I like that. And then last 7 days, Adele, one bomb, 26% K rate. You know, I like these two bets as of right now, right? I like the spot for them. They could be for a hit or whatever. These guys are still hitting right now. Okay, so those are the two bets that I was looking at. Adele, Ward. You know what I'm saying? You know, for a hit or something like that. But when you constructing these same game parlays and stuff like that, man, and you see some stuff you like, bro, don't start adding all that extra shit in there, right? Just like for this Angels game, I like all that Toronto shit. I'm liable to not even put if I do a same game parlay. I'm liable to not even put no fucking Angels in there, right? I'm looking for a full Toronto onslaught as good as those motherfuckers look. But looking at this game here, what do I feel on this full game? You know, I'm terrible at full games and shit like that. I mean, I expect Toronto to put up runs. Um, do I think these guys can put up some runs to help out the over? Do you think these guys? Because I can go with the over too. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure it out, right? I'm trying to figure it out. The over is at 9.5. Toronto's team total is at 9.5. I mean 5.5. And if you're doing bankroll builders, you can alter up some shit, right? That number is pretty high. 5.5 is high. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. 5.5 is high. So I expect Toronto to put up runs in this spot. If I'm looking for a hit, something like that, maybe one swing of the batters, like home run candidates. I mean, Angels got a lot of home run candidates. You know, truth be told, I mean, but man, I want to say my home run guy from this one is going to be, it's going to be Springer, Barger, anybody, man, anybody. So quick recap here. I like runs to be put up in this game. I can't pinpoint where they coming from. A lot of where they come from on the Angel side. Um, versus lefties, Kakanowicz gave up 13 bombs. He's throwing that sinker over 50% to lefties and righties, and yeah, Barger. If I'm looking at a lefty, I'm looking at Barger, and if I'm looking at a righty, it's a host of righties. But I'm gonna have to roll with Springer. I'm just waiting on the lineups to come out straight up. And I just talked a lot about that game. Angels lineup out: Neto, Trout, Ward, Adele. Okay, and then Chanel can be sneaky. Soler, Rengifo, Stevens. Hmm. All right. Um, Big Boss Pablo's in the cut with the Springer. Yeah. Big Boss, Big Boss. What's up, my guy? How you doing? I don't know if I see you all the time in this joint, but shout out to you, my guy. Straight up. Ohio. Boy, you look like somebody I knew from Chicago, man. Man, speaking of, I don't know how old you are, whatever the case may be, Big Boss, but man, I was just, man, I'm a little old school, man, but man, I was listening to that motherfucker, them two, that East 99, that motherfucking Bone, that shit was off the chain, man. I grew up off that shit. I don't know my old heads and nothing like that out here, man. Them motherfuckers was cold as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them motherfuckers hard, man. That East 99 shit was cold as hell, man. All that shit. For the love of money, all that shit was cold as hell. I was just listening to that shit, vibing off that shit the other day, popped in that East 99. That first city was lit too. Yeah. Cincinnati at Philly. This game here. So what I was looking at here was, um, I looked at a few things here. Now, looking at the roster here, I'm gonna tell you what I seen here, right? So that shit off the chain, wasn't it, man? Man, that shit was lit as fuck. Um, so this lineup is confirmed. Okay, Schwarber hitting seconds, Harper right there, Bohm, Castellanos. Okay, so McLean leading off. Um, Austin Hayes. Okay, so here's so Eddie De La Cruz too. Okay, so Espinal right there. All right, so we gotta definitely. Okay, I love when they. I don't know why Bill Benson is in there. He must be doing something I haven't been doing. I don't know too much about lately. All right, so look, Schwarber, right? So uh, Schwarber's been hitting lefties, man. He's been hitting lefties. Let me see, Ladolo here. Okay, splits real quick. So Lodolo on the road's got 2.3 ERA. He's given up 13 bombs in total, one to lefties and 12 to righties. Right. Um, it's got a 300 batting average to lefties on the road, 296. So he can get hit. So he can get hit. Who is that? Is that the Monique Markel? Nigga, get your. Hey, is that the one you was going to throw away? Was that still up there? Because we got to get the air out that motherfucker. All right, it's all good. Hey, so look, right? Yeah, so, right. So, yeah, he can't get, he can get tapped a little bit, but he's been pretty good on the road. But what I do know that Schwarber, Schwarber he's been liking to hit lefties this year, right? So, keep that in mind. That he can hit lefties. This season he's hitting lefties, surprisingly, right? So he's got a 288 batting average versus lefties, Schwarber. Um, 12 bombs versus lefties and 14 bombs versus righties. So he's definitely spreading the love, right? So Lodolo can get he give up a few hits versus lefties. He hadn't give up no bombs though. So just keep that in mind. I went and looked and seen. I don't think he's got a home run versus him. Schwarber's best split is on the road versus lefties, but he ain't too bad at home versus lefties either. So Schwarber is in play. You know what I'm saying? He is in play now. Um, Hayes, Austin Hayes can hit lefties, right? He can hit lefties. He's hit lefties in his career. Um, he's hitting cleanup. He be injured, a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he's somebody you want to take heed to as well, right? So he's in a cleanup spot right now, and he's batting 368 versus lefties. Only one home run to lefties and six bombs to righties. I want to know about his career. Career wise, he's batting 282 versus lefties for his career. So that's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. So he's in that cleanup spot. So now and then Ellie De La Cruz, man. You also got to take pitching into consideration because Suarez is a pretty good pitcher, but Ellie De La Cruz, was an interesting bat because see, I don't know, I didn't know he was hitting lefties, uh, okay, as of late, right? So Cincinnati, Ranger Suarez is throwing sinker 41% of the time. Let's see, let's go to the righties. I mean, he's throwing that changeup. I thought, okay, no, Ellie had been hitting righties, lefties. I don't think he's hitting righties that good. I don't know which one it is, but as of late, there, Eddie De La Cruz 9 for 21, 3 bombs, 24% K rate. Austin Hayes down here, but small sample size. Eddie De La Cruz, um, last 2 weeks he's got 2 bombs. Uh, so it is what it is. With that situation, he will strike out though. Um, and last 7 days, Tyler Stevenson ain't in the lineup. McLean is leading off today, right? He's got 2 extra base hits in the last week versus this pitch mix. He'll strike out. Eddie De La Cruz will strike out. He's 1 for 8. Austin Hayes 3 hits on 8 at bats with a bomb in the last 7 days. So it is what it is with that situation. I'll run it back to the full season again here and take a look. Um, Austin Hayes, because he's been hurt, right? So he's 11 for 29, batting 379 versus this pitch mix, 7 extra base hits, 1 home run with a 16% K rate. He's been in and out of the lineup, man. So like I said, he hits lefties. Matt McClain is leading off. As of late, he looked okay. The last 7 days, Ellie De La Cruz ain't been looking that good. But that's where I was at with this situation, right? Just I'm not trying to squeeze nothing out of these guys, but those are a couple guys that stood out to me. That don't mean I'm betting on them. All right, it don't. It doesn't mean I'm betting on them. Um, Phillies minus 186 favorites here. Um, um, over under 9 here. So I expect what? Who's team total? What they? It's not going to be 5.5. It's going to be 4.5, probably 3.5 and 4.5. Philly probably 4.5, right, and 3.5. It's a team total for Cincinnati Reds. I don't know, man. Philly, it'll be Philly or nothing for me. Money line parlays, run line straights, but uh, as far as the bats here, I'm looking at the bats on the Philly side. I'm not going to go to him, but Trey Turner can hit lefties. He hit lefties his whole career. Schwarber can hit lefties. Bryce Harper just coming back, whatever the case may be with that. Bohm and Castellanos can hit lefties as well, right? So we'll see what's going to happen with this situation. Just remember, take pitcher into consideration. But if I had to take a spot here, it would be Philly, moneyline parlays, run line straights. Boston, Washington. Long story short here, the usual suspects, the 8, 1 through 4, even 1 through 5, for Washington, they in play. We got an over under 10. How about Story, man? Story been hot, right? So Story went out there and got busy yesterday. He got busy. He got busy, right? So and then he hit that bomb. I think he hit that bomb late. So he was getting active yesterday. But I expect runs to be put up in this game. So I'm looking at the over here. I'm taking the over here. I don't bet many games. I don't bet many sides and total stuff like that, but I'm taking the over. Taking a look at not even gonna look at the bets, man. I'm gonna give you guys the theory here, and y'all can just run with it, right? So, uh, Boston versus Washington, Cincinnati versus Cleveland. Okay, so we know Washington runs out all the lefties. So Walker Brewer, 329 batting average, 18% K rate, just not good, right? Not that good. 6 home runs to lefties. He's not looking good to lefties, right? And then to righties, Walker Brewer has given up 9 home runs to righties. So it's going to be interesting. I don't never bet on uh, uh, Washington righties, man. So it is what it is. Now on top, you got Mitchell Parker. where he's giving up 9 home runs to righties, and then to lefties he's giving up 2 home runs. So I, I just I just I just feel runs here. I just feel runs here. Um, we could go over here. We could look at some of these pitching numbers and stuff like that. It just, it's just, I don't. It's a lot of blue here. Expected batting average for Walker Brewers at 271, 19% K rate. Walk percentage is up. Barrel percentage is up. Uh, Expected batting average at 292 for Mitchell Parker. Barrel rate, whatever, 15% K rate. He ain't striking out nobody. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? ERA 4.363. Expected ERA around almost 6, 5.5, shit like that. So at the end of the day, I'm going to expect runs to be put up here. We know who we like. We know who we looking at. You know what I'm saying? We know. We know. When you see this team, you know what you want. You know what you like. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, where we at? Abrams a lefty, Woods a lefty, Garcia a lefty, no Lowe a lefty. If Bell's in the lineup, he gonna be hitting for the lefties from the left side. Those are the guys I'm definitely gonna be looking at. And then on top of that, whatever righties they try to put in there, Walker Brewers giving up 9 bombs to them. So it's probably gonna be an ancillary home run. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That situation. Now Boston, I ain't even gonna lie, it's not easy for me to nail down Boston, right? Um, I gave out Story yesterday. He was hot. I was nervous, but he came through, right? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. That I'll go through. I'll go through these guys just to give you guys a look, and so y'all can see for yourself. Cause I don't know, bro. I don't know. I ain't finna sit here and lie to y'all like like I know where I want to go with this Boston situation. These Boston bats. I tried. I looked. So he's giving up 9 bombs to righties. Let's take a look at these righties first. I just, man, I don't know. What's your favorite bat? Uh, hey, that motherfucker. If you would have just put Abreu right there without the question mark, but then he hit that question mark, you feel like me right now. But over the course of the season here, fastball 57% of the time, so we know we're gonna see that. Let's throw that fastball up there. Let's see what they're doing, right? So Navarez, Campbell's, there's some green here, there's whatever. Oh, that's the thing. Mitchell Parker, he don't got no that high K rate shit, but these motherfuckers will strike out. So I will come over here. Let's go over here. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Come on, man. Now it's not moving. I don't got time for this shit. Oh, let's get another. Okay. Let's get lefties. Lefties. Now, Boston. What up? What up, Connie? How you doing? I don't know if you've been in this stream before, but how are you? So Boston, over the course of the season, versus lefties, around the middle of the pack is striking out with a 114 WRC plus. 114 WRC plus over the course of the season is pretty good. It's okay. 30 days, Boston fifth is striking out. 121 WRC plus, showing ability to hit lefties. Last 14 days here. Boston, 28% K rate, 98 WRC plus versus lefties, and then um, and then last 7 days here. Um, hmm, 65 plate appearances, not that much, but they've been hitting lefties. They have been hitting lefties. I can't pinpoint where the fireworks are going to come from for these lefties right now. I ain't. They will strike out. I mean, for these bats right now, but they will strike out. This fastball here, as of late, last 2 weeks, Story doesn't have a bomb. All this strikeout over there, man. Yeah, but what I will do though, I'll throw the pitch mix in there, the full pitch mix, and look at the last 2 weeks. And I mean, there's some strikeouts over there for sure. But I don't know which way I want to go with these guys. I don't. I do expect them to put up some runs. I just don't know where it's coming from. Last 4 weeks here, Navarez. Let me see. What's the projected lineup for these guys? Navarez cleanup, projected cleanup. Let me hit the switch here. Okay, Navarez hitting the fifth. Eaton, Ref Snyder is a lefty killer. So he Ref Snyder. Ref Snyder might be the guy today. I forgot about Ref Snyder. We know he can hit lefties. Navarez right behind him. Trevor Story behind him. Duran way back there. Gonzalez. Okay, Rafaela. It is what it is. Yeah, they striking out. Yeah, they striking out. Bro. Man, Olsen killed my chance at 2K. Had a 12 leg hit. Parlay Olsen was the only one. Damn, I had love for Olsen yesterday too. No Abreu, right? Um, Connie, we gonna have to see. I don't know. We're gonna have to see though. We're gonna have to see. Um, okay, so that's the lineup right there. Hmm. Hmm. Roman Anthony, Ref Snyder. Hmm. So I was looking at Navarez. He's got a 14% K rate. Gonzalez, where is he hitting at? Gonzalez, 2. He's hitting at 2 spot. Okay. Ref Snyder. Mm. Mm. Navarez, Gonzalez. Hmm. Rafaela in there too on that back end. Mm. On the road. Look at all those strikeouts. Damn. On the road. Look at that shit. Mm. What's this motherfucker strikeouts and shit, man? 4.5 for Mitchell Parker. Strikeouts. He had 8 versus Colorado, 5 versus the Texans. Mm. He faced Boston. Mm. How many pitches he be throwing? 76. They got at him. The Angels beat up on him. 96. Two two home runs. Hmm. He's given up 5 home runs in his last 4 games. I don't know. Keeping the solid said Olsen got him too yesterday. I don't know, man. I expect them boys to put up runs. I think they can put up runs. Uh, I, I'm going over in this game, but it's just that I don't never bet on these Boston bets. I don't, man, and it's hard for me to put a read on them now. But I'm watching them. I'm watching them through a microscope right now, straight up. I'm watching these boys through a microscope right now. Right, they're striking out way more on the road. How about these lefties? Duran, I don't know what's up with that on the road. Wait, what hit the pitch mix real quick. Mm, mm, mm. Well, I don't know. I don't know, bro. Help me. I'm expecting. I'm looking at the over here. And I mean, you know, Jackson gave me. Uh, Jackson gave me C.J. Abrams for a bomb, right? We know who James Wood is, what he does. I'll be betting these guys hits, runs, and RBIs and shit like that, bro. Straight up. That's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing. I ain't finna sit here and lie to you. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. I don't know which one. James Wood got a bunch of home runs versus pitch mix. So it is what it is, man. Straight up. Story is on fire right now. I ain't gonna lie. So that's that. I haven't looked at any of these other games. So let me see here. How long we been going? See if I can go to at least 12:30, 30 more minutes. That'll give me a little bit more time to put in something here. Let me see. These games kick off. Okay, I'm not even betting this game. I'm probably not. I might take Tampa Bay. Close my eyes and take Tampa Bay. I might. I lean towards Tampa Bay here. Uh, Cubs. My Cubs. 207. Look at this one. The Yankees. We got an 8.5 here, an 8.5 here, a 9 here, 8.5, 8.5, a 9, 11, and it's Coors. I'm not even looking at this Coors game. I ain't gonna lie. We just know runs gonna put up in Coors. If you don't know about Coors Field, they get busy in there. They get busy in there. Over under 8 here, 9 here. Severino at home is not what you want. Castillo, not the sexiest games, man. Um, the Tigers, I need to take a look at them. I think I'm gonna look at one or two more games, bro. Straight up. Usually when I do that, the games I don't look at, sometimes they pop off. But it's still the holiday weekend for me. Not gonna be able to go through here. Not gonna be able to go through it all. I need a little time. I need to go up there. I need to go up there and eat some leftovers and talk some shit. I ain't even finna lie. You know what I'm saying? Family shit, man. You can look at Winsor Perez and the Tigers. Right. I'm thinking maybe we might see some um, McKinstry and shit like that. I'll be looking at the slate. I'll be dropping some, dropping some plays here and there, probably, or what I see here and there. But let's go. do a drive by through this Yankees game. The Mets ain't been the best versus lefties here. I want to say as of late. So let's take a look. The Mets, last 30 days versus lefties. Um, Around the middle of the pack is striking out, but a 49 WRC plus. Wow. Shout out to Soto for hitting that bomb yesterday. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, it's only so many hours in the day, man. But the lives after the All Star break, the lives getting cut down, and I'm going to the Dub Club more. I ain't gonna lie, I'm going to the Dub Club more because I just I need my little time. Um, so as of late, they haven't been that good versus lefties, man. But and then Rodon is pretty good. Rodon is pretty good. Uh, New York Mets, 58 WRC plus in the last 2 weeks and 121 plate appearances. They ain't been that good versus lefties. So, Rodon. He could give up a bomb though to a righty, man. He could give up a bomb to a righty. I wanted Alonso to hit a bomb last week, but it is what it is, right? 10 home runs to righties this year for Rodon. Hmm. Last year for Rodon, 28 bombs. So, to righties. So, let's see. Abreu. Rodon. Lindor's got. Oh, no. That's it. Where they at? At home versus lefties. Yeah, at home versus lefties. Look, Lindor. That's his favorite split. Lindor. You got to wait all season for this shit, but that's it. That's it, right? I don't know. At home versus lefties, that's his favorite split. I don't know what it's looking like right now, but let's see. Splits. Some of these splits, you have to wait on that spot. Let me see. Versus lefties at home. Most of the time, I look at the WRC plus. Yeah, he didn't calm down off that shit. He didn't calm down off that shit. But at home, he is better. He is better at home. He's batting 300 at home. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. So Lindor is batting 263. He's seen him a ton. He's got two bombs versus him. Nobody else really. Alonso, 4 Ks. Soto, 4 walks. Soto been playing hardball with this motherfucker. 4 walks. All right. Lindor though, bro. Lindor. Interesting. Versus lefties, versus righties. On the road, 25% K rate, 3 bombs. Okay. I know he's throwing that fastball predominantly. Slider is up. The fastball getting cracked. So he's throwing that fastball, the slider a smidge more than that. The fastball getting cracked though. 15 extra base hits, 7 home runs. Let's take a look at that slider real quick. Dive into this slider. Will strike out. Lindor is 4 for 12 with a bomb. Tyrone Taylor 4 for 9. Small sample size. Versus that slider. All right, throw the rest of the pitches in there. Lindor batting 281. 6 extra base hits, 3 home runs, 12% K rate. Pete Alonso, 3 bombs. Average is way down. The barrel is there for Alonso. How about at home versus pitch mix? Lindor, 370. All those bombs came at home. Right. Yeah, home versus lefties. That is his split, bro. That's his split. That's his split. Pete Alonso, 19 barrel rate over the course of the season at home versus this pitch mix. That's over the course of the season, though. Their averages shit probably finna fall off a cliff. Last month, let's see. Right, their averages and shit to fall off a cliff now. At home, don't look like nothing, man. Last month, they don't look like nothing, and it just reflects. It reflects, right, of what I was looking at here, right. So, you know, there's other ways you can look at it. You know, if you want to look at the last month here, last 30 days versus lefties. As you can see, New York Mets round middle of the pack is striking out with a 49 WRC plus. That's horrible. We can look at these lefties here. Rodon is throwing a slider 40% of the time. What I will do is get that slider up there. Soto's got 4 walks on him, so walks could be in play for him. Look at this. Versus that slider, 13% walk rate. Soto, never seen his K rate up. Never. Never seen his K rate up. Look at all that. First that slider, they do not like it there. Soto got it once, though. He got it once. That had to be as of late when he was just hot. Still hot. That's 2 weeks. Oh. All right, so get the pictures up there. Pretty much probably everything else they're gonna like. Soto will probably be definitely waiting on that fastball or maybe a sinker or something because he don't want no smoke with that slider at all. Well, while y'all in here, man, drop a like for me, fam. Appreciate it if you drop a like. Let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. That would be awesome. Ed probably about to take the words out of my mouth. Lindor or nothing. But like I said, Soto's been hot. Nemo's been hot. If you just solely basing it off maybe a hot bat, and then you still want to look at Soto and Nemo, right? Historically, um, that one split, Lindor versus lefties at home, has been pretty cool. It's been true. That's why I remembered it. I mean, how about Christian Walker, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, how about that? You know what I'm saying? So, Christian Walker versus the Dod in LA, you know what I'm saying? So he just, how about that shit? So it is what it is, bro. Frankie Montas, uh, he, Frankie Montas, man, he, man, coming over from spring training. He he pitched okay this first game. That was kind of fugazi, and then came out and got his ass tore up by a freight train of Pittsburgh. They were running like a freight train, right? So right now, I can't believe that. I can't. I'm still gonna be looking at him as being bad, right? So, uh, versus lefties, he's giving up a bomb, 11 barrel, whatever case may be. Only small sample size, of course. And the righties have been hitting him. He gave up a bomb to righties too with a 4.12 batting average, but it's a small sample size, only a few games, whatever. Let's see what he's throwing. Let's go over here. Let's get the Yankees up there. Let's bang that out. Get the pitch mix up there, and the sinker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, let me see versus lefties. What he's throwing? The fastball. Okay, let's look at this sinker real quick because I don't know exactly how much he wants to throw that sinker. And if I'm looking at righties, truth be told, right now, Nemo and Lindor for a hit or total bases. Okay, shout out to you. Or don't forget pitching props, man. So you're gonna have we could go over here and we can go to pitching props and we can go to we only have to go to strikeouts. We can go to outs recorded, right? Over under. And we got Carlos Rodon for 17 and a half pitching outs at a minus 115. That's six. Do you think he can go six, right? Do we think he could go six, right? Rodon. We can go back here. Let's see. Rodon, Lindor, Rodon. We can look at that's what because it's more than one way to skin a cat now. You know what I'm saying? That's why we look at the whole. That's why this too. I can't be home run minded or bat minded. I got to be all over the place at all times. What I need to do is I need to put my chart right here so I don't fucking forget. When I'm looking like my pits, my hits, my hits, runs, and RBIs, shit like that. My strikeout props and my outs props. I love those are my favorite props, strikeouts and outs, you know. But those are ones I typically need to start targeting at nighttime when the lines first drop. Um, so his last 5 games, two of his last 3 games, he's gotten there. He's gotten there every game except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Every game except for 6. The New York Mets, they don't strike out that much, but as of late, if he can go out there and get some quick outs, because the WRC plus ain't been looking good. Lefties, they ain't been looking good versus lefties. If he can go out there and get some quick outs, he can get there. The leash is there, though. You know what I'm saying? The leash is there for him, right? When you're looking at the pitches and stuff like that, Carlos Rodon, game log, the leash is there, right? So 96 pitches, 88, 92, 92, 90, 90, 100, 100, 100, 98. So the leash is there. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 100 pitch games. And if he's pitching good, New York versus New York, it's New York versus New York here, right? So, it is what it is. Ed said, yes, sir. That's why I appreciate you. It's good to have other thoughts. Yes. Yep. So, yep. And then if you're making the right reads and it don't get there, you made the read, it don't get there. So you just want to make the right reads. So as of late, numbers point to Rodon hitting his 17 and a half outs, right? So, that's another part of the play. Now, like I said, if you're not familiar with outs and, books and stuff like that, this is a book. Not books don't let you do this, but this is a book that will let you put. So that's what I'm saying. Like with your bankroll builders and stuff like that, they'll let you. DraftKings, they open up so much flexibility when you're doing your bankroll builders because a lot of people you can't survive off the home run parlays and shit like that. You gotta have something else to help fund that shit, man, to keep your head above the water. So like you could take a pitching outs at 17 and a half, right? You can take the money line, right? because a lot of these teams don't let you do this. A lot of these books. This is probably the only book. Maybe Caesars, or maybe Caesars might have patched it. You know what I'm saying? But they letting you do it, right? So you could take the pitching outs for Rodon, and let's just have you could take either one of these money lines if you wanted to, right? You could take the money line for Yankees or whatever, or you could take the money line for the Mets. A lot of books don't let you do that, right? And that's like that can be help you reduce some juice off some of these plays, right? Uh, that can help you reduce some juice, but you want to catch these lines when they first opened up. I don't know what they opened up. That minus 115 right now could have opened up at plus 100, 110 or some shit like that. So it is what it is with that situation. The Yankees now. They got a good matchup versus Montas, but are they going to be able to, take advantage of it? What I know going forward, the second half of the season, I'm going to have the mindset of I don't give a fuck what the Yankees do, right? I ain't gonna say they're too predictable or nothing. I mean, unpredictable or whatever the case may be. I might find some trends and shit like that, but I'm starting to figure out like I don't know about this lineup. I don't know about this lineup. I don't know what. I don't know. I could be overthinking it, but at the end of the day, whatever this motherfucker, I offer to say, whatever this shit Montas throwing, yeah, Judge loves it there, right? 17 bombs, 31 extra base hits, 400 on the course of the season, right? So of course Judge is in play. We know that, but I'm not here to come over here and give out Judge, you know. So, and you know, it's almost judging nothing when you look at these guys, man. Shout out to Judge though. Judge just continues to do it, right? So I can't take nothing away from him. Looking at these lefties here, Frankie Montas. I didn't go check and look at none of his historical numbers or nothing like that, but what is he throwing the lefties? 40% fastball, predominant fastball, however you want to look at it. Hmm. Hmm. I ain't even gonna single things out, man. I'm gonna just leave it like this, and I'm just gonna breeze through. Where they at? On the road. On the road versus pitch mix. Dominguez got it cracking lately. Dominguez. Shit, as bad as he is, or he has been, shit, everybody in play here. So, from the looks of it, man, it's just looked like the Yankees, man. I mean, I get a picture lean towards the Yankees. What's the line here? This game's gonna have bad blood on it. Minus 144 as of right now. I mean, the number is okay. I could talk you off whatever you wanted to do here, right? Could not. We got an over under 9 here. Whatever you wanted to do here, I couldn't talk you off of it. Truth be told, as far as a side or something like that, maybe a Yankees team total and be done with it, right? That's another option. See, maybe a Yankees team total. You just don't give a fuck what anybody do. As long as y'all get to probably 4.5. Let's see. 4.5 at a minus 130. You know, that might be an option or one of the options because you can get if you can get the Yankees at you can get the Yankees and you can get the team total as a parlay piece. So you can also put the team total up there, right? You can get the Yankees team total, and then you can like if you really really like that Rodon outs prop, boom, you can get that team total and outs at plus 212. I'm not trying to make y'all do parlays. I'm just giving y'all examples of what you can do and the flexibility of different books, right? You can look at Carlos Rodon to get a win at a plus 150. Now, the hits allowed, they give you the flexibility to alter hits allowed, right? Or take them straight, or earn runs allowed. They give you the ability to alter earn runs allowed. Okay, so walks allowed. They give you the ability to alter walks allowed. So when you're doing your bankroll builders, Fleck, these these boys giving you. I mean, these books giving you got to find a book for you, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole book. You got to go in that motherfucker and find what's for you when you're trying to profit at the end of the day. Plus, Yankees pricing be bad when compared to other teams because they're the Yankees. Yeah, I'm feeling your team total angle. Yeah, it definitely could be a team total. Got to get more versatile with the bets. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just like it's a lot of people fall into that algorithm, man. The algorithm when you open up, as soon as you open up X. Boom, they slapping home run plays. The algorithm putting the home run plays right in front of your face, deterring yourself, right? It's only so many. And then you got to look out for fake slips, all that shit, man. And people just not thinking about, man. I have to make some money. You know what I'm saying? I have to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Some money. So I backslide all the time, but then I have to pick myself back up. Ain't no rules in this shit, man. I don't give a fuck how you get it. You know what I'm saying? I build me out a minus 120 or something like that, and I'll slam that shit. I don't give a fuck. I need my money. You know, and sometimes it take you a whole slate to go through some things. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to know it's more ways to skin a cat. I do identify home runs, I do, but I do like to bet games with traffic's on the bases because people overlook hits, runs, RBIs, and then speaking of hits, runs, and RBIs, I know my favorite prop. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, they giving you HRRs, man. You can, that's either a hit, either a run, or either a RBI. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just saying, man. There's times where I'm going to take three of them motherfuckers and get plus money or get like a minus 110. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. But move here where we at. Montage ain't been looking good. Last month versus pitch mix, the lefty's looking pretty good. Judge on the other side in the cut. Goldie gonna add fuel to the fire one day. Stanton is back. I mean, sometimes baseball is the most volatile sport right now. What are they at on the road? Um, on the road, let's see how they look on the road in the last month. Jason Dominguez, 12 for 25, 5 extra base hits, 2 home runs with a low K rate. Um, Bringing it back here. Last 2 weeks, what have you done for me lately? Jazz Chisholm, 10 hits, 6 extra base hits. 4 of them was bombs. Fly ball is there. Barrel is high as fuck. 26% K rate. He can't strike out, but it is what it is. On the road, last 2 weeks, how much is that damage has been done on the road? Dominguez loves it on the road. Uh, 2 bombs for Jazz on the road. So whatever, right? Could they be waking up right now? If you don't like that team total, you can also alter it. Shit like that. Dominguez last 7 days, 2 bombs, 8% K rate, 3 extra base hits, 8 for 11. Right? Where is he at? Is he in the lineup? Let me refresh this shit. Dominguez right behind Jazz. Right? So right now, Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, Rice, Chisholm, Dominguez, they coming out swinging, man. And then this is New York versus New York. I will be watching this game straight up. Marte leading. Oh, shit. Marte leading off. Lindor not leading off. Soto. They busting out what they can. He's a lefty killer, right? Marte. Damn, they led him off. They led him off, huh? Starling Marte. They searching for some answers. They've been so bad versus lefties. Home versus lefties. What's this about? I need to go over here and check him out real quick while we right here. Let's flip the script. Let's go to the Mets. Run it back some. Is it a certain pitch? What the felly? What the hell? Rodon, Marte. He's gonna be hitting right-handed. Cause I think he's. Well, that boy ain't done shit at all. What am I missing here? Ass. Sit down. I guess. Watch this motherfucker come out here and hit a bomb. I guess. Whatever. Um, what's the fuck is his strikeouts? 5.5. And he's 6.5. They don't strike out that much, but can he get there? 5.5 minus 145 juiced up. All right. Damn. Uh, so I ain't even gonna lie. I mean, I don't know about the strikeouts. He's got good ass strikeout stuff though. Rodon. On the road. Let's see if anything. Some of the splits here. On the road versus lefties, he's got a 46% K rate. On the road versus righties, he got a 25% K rate. That's good enough for me. In general, 32% K rate to lefties, uh, 28% K rate to righties. In general, if you want to look at some general numbers, some K rates, some general K rates here. Um, New York Yankees, yeah. That's K percentage. Mm. So, I mean, you can look at the outs. I don't know if I'm gonna go to no strikeouts. The win for Rodon, you get at plus 150, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to pay that, if you think that he's gonna get the win, and you don't want to take that money line, he's gonna get the opportunity to get the win. He's gonna. Then you look at team total. If you like them, if you like the Mets, if you like the Yankees, you get the team total at 4.5. Those some plays if you're supporting the Yankees. And then you got Frankie Montas. I don't like Frankie Montas, right? So it is what it is. That situation. The lefties look good. Let me see. Look at Montas here. I want to look at some of his career numbers. Montas. He been pitching ass, man. Why am I trying to figure out? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker been pitching ass. I can get his career numbers here. Um, 264 batting average to lefties. Uh, over his career. 57 home runs to lefties, 41 to righties. So he's giving up more home runs to lefties. His whatever. He's pitching his worst to lefties, bro. So that's why those lefties, their lineups look like that. So I'm with the Yankees on this one, man. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. If I was betting it, and then might take a stab at the win. Might take a stab for at the team total. I'm going to have to take a stab at the team total. Probably don't take that money line. Team total, I might take that 4.5. Uh-huh. He said Detroit. I'm gonna look at one more game. See, I didn't have a time enough to look at those games last night. I had got my party on last night. I ain't have time to look at that. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna look at Detroit here. I'm gonna look at Detroit. Look at Logan Allen. Detroit got him for a bomb, 4 earned runs. Okay, it was at Detroit. 9 home runs for him. Lefties. This pitching is worse to lefties. Mm. Home versus righties. Hmm. Interesting. FIP and shit is down. This is gonna be interesting. Detroit versus lefties here. Let's see. Last 30 days. Detroit. 18% K rate, 136 WRC plus. Damn. That's good. Last 2 weeks versus lefties. They probably been good versus lefties all season long. 18% K rates, 107 WRC plus. Detroit versus lefties. 120 WRC plus on the season. Wow. Okay. Third versus lefties all year. Bet, 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 bet. Detroit. Logan Allen, 4 bombs versus lefties, 286 batting average. Logan Allen, 5 bomb versus righties. Lefties here. McKinstry. I said McKinstry too. Who'd you say, Ed? I said McKinstry. Winsell. Okay, Winsell. Winsell Perez. All right, so what's he throwing? Uh, Logan Allen. Sinker. Predominantly that sinker. McKinstry. McKinstry. So I'm gonna like McKinstry. Riley Green. Okay, whatever. Mm, mm. Small sample sizes versus lefties. Let me get the rest of them pitch mixes up there. So McKinstry batting 440 over the course of the season. What about on the road? Sweeney, McKinstry. Hits, no power. Last month, McKinstry still getting busy. 4 extra base hits in the last month. Last 2 weeks. 2 extra base hits in the last month for McKinstry. Okay. Bet, 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 bet. If I look for a hit or something like that, of course. All right, these right hand hitters here. These are probably going to be the ones. Uh, your Javi Baez and all this shit. Winston Perez 8 for 20. Damn, 3 bombs. Okay, fly ball is there. Damn, 20 barrel rate. Damn, that's good. That's good. And their Baez. All right, on the road. Charles Perez. One of those bombs came on the road. Okay. All right, let's bring it in. Winston Perez last month. That's when we've been doing that damage. Winston Perez. Spencer Torkelson peeking around that corner. The barrel is up there. Fly ball is up at 70. That's wow. That's home run potential. It's looking at you. All right. Last 2 weeks. Winston Perez. 3 of 7. All right. Smaller sample size. Okay. So I can talk you off of that. Winston Perez. You looking for a bomb? Torkelson. Uh, what the fuck was I getting ready to look at? I was getting ready to look at Torkelson real quick. Let's see. I think his split is at home versus lefties, or maybe on the road versus lefties. Torkelson on the road versus lefty. On the road, so at home, he's batting 250 versus lefties. At home versus lefties, 178. On the road versus lefties, 6 bombs, 333 batting average. And that's Torkelson's split. I remember that. On the road versus lefties, you can see all this WRC plus here 121, 133, 141. Home versus righties, but on the road versus lefties, 254 WRC plus. He likes it there. They on the road versus lefties. And I was looking at a few of those numbers for what's that boy name? Uh what's that boy name? Allen, right? Logan Allen. I'm getting young, y'all. Logan Allen. All right, so splits. So at home versus lefties, home versus righties. Where's getting up? 5 bombs versus righties, 269. Advanced numbers, home versus righties. XFIP at home versus lefties, 229. 462. The whip, home run per 9. It's interesting numbers they got going on here. Logan Allen here. Let's see. Logan Allen. Some of those splits like that, I'm a splits guy. I ain't gonna lie. Some of those splits, I be waiting on them all year, bro. I be waiting on them all year. It's a, it's crazy how that shit don't come around a lot. Spencer Torkelson has a bomb versus him. He's batting 500 versus him. He hasn't struck out versus him. Riley, Jack McKinstry has a bomb versus him. Those are two guys I like. Add in Winsor Perez. I like those 3 guys. For at least, I like the spot they're in, right? I'm not going to go out there and say I like these niggas, them for a bomb or nothing like that, but I like the spot that they're in. Sometimes the numbers don't reflect, right? Like Spencer Torkelson numbers not too much reflecting, but sometimes you gotta look, just do a little bit deeper. Winsell Perez, right? Mm, mm. Winsell Perez just hit a home run yesterday. Yeah, Winsell Perez. You like that? I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind. I'm finna get ready to go though, bro. But shout out to you. I'm still gonna be looking, but I'm gonna be looking. I'm gonna be looking in the in the background. I'm still gonna be looking. We don't have anything out, huh? Winsell Perez would be right there. Torkelson, Torres, McKinstry on the back end. Okay. Not too much interested in the Cleveland Bats. I ain't even gonna lie, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick rundown here so I can get up out of here. Uh, Let me refresh this, see what I can see. Um, uh, Drop a like for me, man. Drop a like for me. I appreciate that, man. Like I said, coming out of the All Star break, stream's gonna have to go down. Stream's gonna have to go down. I'll be dumping more into the into the Dub Club, and that Dub Club access will get you straight into the Discord too. That's how I got it set up now, and I'm working out some kinks and stuff. But yeah, because my schedule's changing up. I will try to come on at night or just drop a play or two, but that's how it's gonna go. But right now, I couldn't really put a game on. I couldn't really put a read on this game because no pitcher from Minnesota. I don't like bullpen games, but Buxton is good at baseball. Just know that. Um, he's good at baseball. It's not like I didn't like what I seen from none of these guys from Minnesota, but it is what it is. Uh, and I don't mind Taj Bradley. I was starting to look at his hits, runs, and RBIs. I mean his pitching outs, but I didn't see it. I guess it's because of some of the weather implications. And, oh yeah, speaking of that's you know what? I'm probably just I don't know. It's yellow orange, man. Let me refresh this. It's yellow orange. Tampa Bay Rays is yellow orange. He did say he think this game gonna play. Monitor this game, man. Monitor this game. So you know what? Monitor this game. That game comes on. Okay. All right. So same thing with my Cubs, right? So we got great weather here in Chicago. Um, so we got great weather here in Chicago. So with that being said, did the pitch mix? So the I don't really I didn't look at the pitches and nothing like that for the bullpen stuff like that. So one thing I do like Burleson, I do like Donovan. Because I know they can hit, right? I would look at those guys for a hit, but we got a whopping 11 and a half total here, bro. Straight up, man. And when I'm looking at the Cubs just didn't it didn't, we faced Libertor, we gave him a few runs, but it didn't, a lot of that shit didn't pop. But this is one of the most wind impacted, um, ballparks, man. So, you know, if the wind wasn't impacting this game and stuff like that, I'm gonna tell you who I liked. If I'm looking for a bomb, I was looking at Suzuki, right? And from towards the last 6, 7, 8 weeks and stuff like that, Swanson was looking good, man. And as of late, the last 7 days, Swanson was looking good, and Horner just he don't strike out. Look like one of those spots where he can disrupt some shit, right? And that's why I'm at with that. Toronto lefties get a bump. Ooh, Luke's okay. So the lineup is in. Luke's leading off. Barger hitting fifth. Wagner. Mm, Luke's, Barger, Wagner. Lefties get a big bump here because of Kakana, which is not that good versus lefties. He's probably giving up 13 bombs. And then Vladdy, Springer, Bichette, Kirk. Oh my God. They got a 5.5 team total last time I checked. Shit, they look good, man. So going back to the well with Springer, bro. But I like everything about what they got in this lineup right now. This is just gonna be crazy. My favorite bat for righties was Springer. My favorite bat for lefties was Barger, right? So it is what it is. I lean towards the over in this game too. Um, Dante said over 1.5 earned runs for Scherzer. Lock, OMG. Now, Scherzer, I mean, they can give him some strikeouts. They can give him some strikeouts, so don't get it twisted. If I'm liking a bat here, it's going to be Ward and Adele. Historically, Scherzer has pitched his worst to lefties, so you don't see too many lefties, but I do see Rendifo down there peeking out, and I do see Chanel right there. Chanel, so it is what it is. Boston, Washington, I lean towards the over in this game. I don't bet on Boston bats a lot. I really liked Trevor Story yesterday. He came out swinging. Um, Gonzalez looked good here. Snyder's a lefty killer. Navarez looked okay in spots. So Rafaela peeked out at me one time. Still one of my teams I don't bet on that much. And then Walker Buehler has been asked to lefties and righties. So Abrams, Woods, Garcia, Lowe, Bell. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are definitely in play. You know what it is. Jackson gave me C.J. Abrams for a bomb. I'll go back over Jackson a little bit. There could be multiple bombs here, multiple fatalities. Give me the over 10 here, right? I ain't gonna lie. Schwarber can hit lefties. Trey can hit lefties. Baum and Castellanos can hit lefties. Lodolo's been better on the road, right? So that's that. Matt McClain, as of late, looked okay, right? Looked okay as of late, and he's leading off. Ellie De La Cruz, last 2 weeks, been looking pretty good. And historically, Austin Hayes has hit lefties. You know what I'm saying? Take pitching into consideration. Ranger Suarez is a really good pitcher, a pretty decent pitcher there. So take pitching into consideration. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not betting this game. If I did, I might throw in a parlay, a moneyline parlay, but moneyline parlays run line straights. If I'm betting this game, it would be Philly or nothing for me, right? Um, Damn, that's it. I didn't. The Yankees. Team total over. Yankees money line parlays, run line straights. If you don't like the money line, you could take Carlos Rodon for a win at plus 150. I'm probably getting ready to sprinkle on Carlos Rodon's outs, and he's probably getting ready to sell me. But I'm still gonna do it, right? I'm still gonna do it, right? 17 and a half pitching outs at minus 115. I'm gonna give it a swirl. Bats right now, I don't like New York, man. They just be selling me so much, but they look better. They look better, and then pitching lean towards New York. So give me the New York Yankees money line parlays, run line straight. Chisholm, Balance, everybody in play, bro. Everybody in play all the way up until Dominguez for me. Um, Lefties supposedly get a bump here. So he's going to see his fair share of lefties. And then you got Judge, right? So I'll be looking at, if you're going to try to pitch around Judge or whatever the case may be, so be it. Bellinger behind Judge got to make it count. Shit like that. That's what motherfuckers got to do. They got to punish these motherfuckers for walking judge and stuff like that. So Bellinger got to make it count today. New York versus New York. This game, y'all see what's at stake here. And then I looked at Detroit team only. Um, Torkelson, his best split at home versus lefties. I want to say, um, yeah. Um, McKinstry, you can look at him for a hit, whatever case may be. I like McKinstry. He's batted 300 to 400 versus pitch mix all season. And shout out to Ed came up with the Verling lick. With the Winsell Perez. So me personally, I probably look at him for about a hit or something like that. Maybe hits, runs, and RBIs. I don't know. Whatever case may be with that. We got over under 9 in this spot. Didn't look at anything else. Not gonna comment on anything else except for I will be looking at these games on the back end. I just got to go right. It's weekend, family time, whatever. The pitching outs for Framber Valdez was interesting to me. Um, what else? Severino been ass at home, terrible at home. You can see some Devers and probably can see Devers and Ramos action there, and that's about it for me right now. Jackson, my AI companion, right? You can use my code Dee Bets 25, DEEBETS 25 to get 25% off of your purchase. Use it for free. It's free, bro. You can use it for free, and then if you like it or you get at me and you want me to ask you something, I will. I asked them for their top home run players today. They gave me Suzuki, Bellinger, Rosarina, Lowe, Josh Lowe, uh, Otani, C.J. Abrams, George Springer. I really like George Springer today. Xander Bogaerts. I took Moniak yesterday. He did not get there for me. Will Smith, I sprinkled a little bit on Will Smith, knowing he was one of my favorite joints. He went. Didn't win on versus who I thought he was, but he went. Cubs, -1. Toronto Blue Jays, -1.5 run line. Houston Astros, money line, +120. Value. Um, Nationals, team total over 2.5, first 5 innings. Um, Seattle, -1 versus Pittsburgh. Total run under in the Yankees versus Mets game. Um, Hits, a parlay piece for Cody Bellinger. They like Cody Bellinger. They gave him for a bomb. They gave him for a hit. Over 17.5 outs for Framber Valdez. A hit for Adele. I like Adele. Hits, runs, and RBIs for Corey Singh. I need to go check that. I told them, give me their top strikeout props. They gave me over 4.5 of Framber Valdez. Ranger Suarez, over 5.5. I don't know, really, truthfully. Patrick Corbin, over 3.5. Interesting. Logan Webb, over 6.5. Jack Kokonowicz, over 2.5 strikeouts. Luis Severino, over 4.5 strikeouts. Michael Walker, over 4.5 strikeouts. Luis Castillo, over 5.5. There's a lot of overs. I don't know. Under 5.5 for Chad. Max Scherzer, under 6.5 strikeouts. Take what you like. Research these plays, man. Research them before you put your hard-earned money on them, man. Bet straights. I know straights are boring, but I don't think it's that easy to kill a bankroll if you're betting them straight on top of your parlays. And bet your bankroll builders too. Find a book that caters to your needs and hit it when the time is right. Find what you like in each and every book so you know where to go.